Okay, I have with me Randy Jackson. We got a lot of hooping and hollering going on, don't we?
Now somebody sunk a putt.
Right.
Might be the only one of the day. Maybe that's why they were hollering so much.
I know it. Randy Jackson, president of the Dublin Lawrence Chamber of Commerce. What a great year for our chamber, huh?
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, I don't know who ordered this weather today, but we appreciate it. You paying the preacher real good, apparently.
Well, I thought you was in charge of it. That's why I got you over here to talk to you.
Oh, yeah. I'll take credit for it.
Kind of like our Tiffany. We put her in charge on the St. Patrick's Parade. She did phenomenal.
Exactly.
So whoever did do it, somebody's living right anyway.
I guarantee it. Well, you know, hats off to Malia at the office. You know, she really puts the nuts and bolts together for this thing, you know. And this is the 40th year. And I was going to ask Ed Pierce if he may be the only one who's played all 40. You know, he's 80-something.
Yes.
So he may have been here more than anybody. I'm not sure. But this 40th year is a great tournament. 36 teams, as you mentioned earlier, which is maxing out for an afternoon.
Right.
Great participation, a lot of mulligans, you know, and they buy the mulligans, and that money goes into a drawing for $500, you know, prize. You have to be present to win, so I'm hanging around. How about you?
I'm hanging around, and I just had some of the guys, I won't tell who, we'll show some of the footage as we talk, but I had to get them to use one of those mulligans so I could get a good putt on camera. So they tried for me 4 times, and then they spent that $5, didn't they?
Earned it.
All because of their community TV station. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Let me, you know, I was thinking today, it is our 40th year of Business and Industry Appreciation Week Day. I was thinking I was 15 years old that first year, so there's been a lot of water under the bridge. I have a lot less hair now.
It's a different color too.
Yeah, that's right. But you know, I was thinking, Randy, we lost some industry. We all know that. It's no secret, but we're more diverse now in our community than we ever have been, aren't we?
Oh, definitely. You know, and, you know, the Chamber's putting together an international festival this fall. You're involved in that. And just to acknowledge that and to be sure that all the companies which we have represented both nationally and internationally understand that we recognize their value and we appreciate them, and we want them to do this to help draw them into the community and to feel a part. I can imagine coming from, you know, Sweden or Latvia and not knowing a whole lot of English, but not knowing a whole lot of people, you know, and trying to make the transition. So reaching out, you know, to try to make that a little better for them.
And so many people come into our community. Randy, I was in a business today, and the guy told me, he said, James, a couple come in yesterday, just moved here from Massachusetts, saw his business on our station, came in and bought the product, only been here 3 weeks. Those kind of stories really make you feel good, knowing the new people come in and they see us as a community. A lot of you are watching now, and we do have a great community. You know, we've been here. I grew up here. You've been here for many years, but and our development authority, what a coup to get Brad Lofton here.
Oh my! And you know, he's the full package. He's got the mind and the figures and the number, but you know, he can communicate with anybody. You know, he's a really funny guy. You know, he knows when to use that and everything. And actually, his son Eli and my granddaughter Demi, I think they're dating out at ABC Learning Center. So I'm having to stay in his good graces, you know, to be sure that's going to work out. But no, definitely, you know, he comes wired. I know we went to a congressional luncheon early this year with him, and we couldn't get him out of the building because of all the contacts he had. Everybody coming up saying, hey, welcome back to Georgia. So he's doing an excellent job. And, you know, with his wife here coming in as CEO for the Heart of Georgia College and Career Academy, I mean, it was a
double package there.
Definitely.
And we found out the morning, I think you put him on the spot there, and I'm glad I got the video of it, but you put him on the morning of the St. Patrick's breakfast. We found out he can sing, too.
Yes. I didn't know that prior to that, and Miss Willie actually came up with that idea, you know, and we asked around, and several people knew, you know, some singers, and 3 of the 4 actually sing that particular song every Sunday at church. Wow. So we'll have a repeat on that.
Okay, tell me what else we got going on during this day here, Appreciation Day for Business and Industry.
They actually, you know, in the past we've had bowling and tennis. We didn't have the tennis this year, but they actually had the bowling. In fact, there's a guy that works for Kevin Baggett who, you know, was putting money. Kevin's putting money on him to win that. So, and at 5:30, and then when everybody gets in, we'll start the social, and we'll follow that with a dinner, and we'll have tons of door prizes and awards, for all the winners. So it'll be things to pick up about 5:30 or so when everybody starts coming on in.
And what's the smell in the air? I've got a good aroma here. I wish y'all could smell that on television.
Really?
What is that aroma?
Well, Rob Miller and his team, I don't remember everybody on that team. Rob Miller's team is cooking the chicken for this evening. They volunteered to do that. Piggly Wiggly provided the chickens, I think probably at cost, if they may have given them. But and one reason we did that is it's a great meal, number one. Number two, it's very economical, and they have a lot of fun doing it. And early this morning they were cooking sausage, Lord sausage out there, and just free to anybody, and that's hard to beat too. So. And
you're buying local. That's one thing I want people to listen to. And Mike Wheelis and them at Piggly Wiggly, anything to do good with the community, they always support it. But you're talking about buying local.
Yeah, definitely. And the Chamber's all about that. In our Shop Local program, a Shop at Home program, we push that. There'll be door prizes that will be gift certificates from that. I think for the first 2 months of the fiscal year, last year, November, December, there was like $18,000 worth of Shop at Home gift certificates. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Since 1954, Lakes Alignment has stood behind every job they've done. Eb Lake and all his technicians are among the most skilled and experienced technicians in the industry. You can be assured every job is done right, from front-end work to brake work, or choosing the best tires for your vehicle. Lakes Alignment carries a full line of tires, including quality Toyo tires. Count on the best. Choose Lakes Alignment, located just off Central Drive at East Dublin. Call 272-4230.
Okay, Mr. Buddy, 40 years celebrating our business and industry here in Lawrence County. Do you remember the first one?
Yes, I do. I think I was on the city council back then at that time. So it's been a while. But Dublin's always been great. I decided to move back here because I was from here, and just a lot of things going for it, and been involved in local stuff for years and everything. And I couldn't pick any other place I'd rather live than Dublin.
Amen, brother. Amen. And y'all work so well, the commissioners, with our Lawrence County Development Authority, and we got a lot of irons in the fire. I know we've lost a lot of industry, and there's nothing to to be hid there, but we're picking up so many industries, and it's so diverse, isn't it?
Yes, it is and everything. In the last 8 years, it has been something else, and we've picked up quite a few industries, and we've enlarged some, and some expanded, and we right in the right location.
Yep.
We got that big mega site out on 199. We're going to get a big industry there. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, that's going to be great. Yeah, I think it's one of the largest tracts there is, I know, in the state of Georgia, probably the southeastern United States, over 2,000 acres in it.
Yes, close to 3,000, but some of it's wetlands that can't be used. But we got the biggest one located in the southeast right now, and it's ideal located with the port in Atlanta, and it's right on I-16. You couldn't ask for a better site.
Yeah, and that one tract, I think it's about 800 acres, and I know y'all holding out for that good one to come to that 800 acres, aren't you?
Yes, we are. We thought we might have one, and they decided to go a little closer to the port, but it's coming. It's coming. I was in Trend Magazine last month, and we talked about that site, and it was just fantastic what's going to happen out there. It's going to really make us be a spot on the map.
And I know we can't talk about industry you're trying to get in, but what you can talk to me about is, what do y'all say to people when you meet with them? What's some of the selling points? And I know what they are. I love living here, but what's some of the points y'all give people to try to draw them to Lawrence County?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is the cooperation we get between the municipalities and the city of Dublin and the county commissioners and everything. We work together with the city council and their departments in the county, and it's just everybody in the state is envious of us and everything because of that. And then you add with I-16 and close to the port and close to Atlanta, and with our lifestyle here, and with downtown Dublin growing, and it's just a lot of things that has come together and working. I think we got one of the best economic development guys in town with Brad Loftus.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And he is a super individual, and he loves Dublin. And so it's a lot of things that has come together and everything. We've always worked close together since I was on the city council and the commissioners and everything to try to get things done for our community.
Well, I know you wear a lot of hats, Mr. Buddy, but you've recently started wearing another hat, and that being the chairman of the Republican Party, right?
Right.
Tell me about that.
Well, I've been involved in the Republican Party for years and everything. Mr. Carl Gillis, everybody knows him, he was the national committeeman from the state of Georgia at one time. He and I got to be real close friends, and with Mayor Ballard being down there working for him for 40-something years and everything. And I really got interested in the Republican Party, and so I'm the first actually local Republican ever elected to an office here in the county.
You stole my next question, Mr. Buddy. My goodness. I might just hand you the microphone, hadn't I? Yeah, but that is good. And the reason I ask you that, it gives us some good connections, because I don't know how many times the governor's been to Dublin. Probably more than, in my life, I've never known a governor of the state to come to my hometown as many times as Governor Deal has. So y'all got some connections.
We sure do, and everything. I know Governor Deal back from high school.
Yeah.
And we played against each other in 1959 when we won the state, and they were supposed to be the #1 team in Class A at that time.
What was the score?
6-0. And every time I see him, I talk to him, he says, "We're not talking about football."
And for those of you who don't know, the governor played over in Sandersville, and that was Dublin back when Coach Minton Williams was here.
Right. Also, that team come up through Tom Stewart. It passed away this week, which was my coach back in the 8th, 9th, and 10th grade. And he really would, then Coach Williams came here and helped build that team. And so we played together, the same boys played together all those years and everything. Yeah. And it was fantastic, and Mr. Stewart was a close friend of mine. And I worked with him when I was on the city council, when he was the superintendent and everything. Back then, we appointed the board members. They wasn't elected.
And he did a lot. He was a coach, like you just said. He was a coach. He was a teacher. He was a principal. He was superintendent. He was looked up to. And when I heard he passed away this week, I thought back and how rewarding for us to be there this past year. But right here at the Country Club where we stand now, they inducted Mr. Stewart into the Hall of Fame.
That's correct.
And I can't think of anybody better to be inducted. And he got to see it.
Yeah. And the thing about it is that even after, when we were in school and everything, he was our friend. He tried to show us and everything and tried to work with us. And we had a great school and everything. And I'm going to sorely miss him and everything. Yeah. I got to see him. He went to my church and everything. And matter of fact, I was going to see him day before yesterday, and I had a doctor's appointment and I didn't get to do it. And it's bothered me all day today because I didn't see him that last time.
Yeah, he was a good one.
He was great.